Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Brett Rowell. Alright, I'm back in the apartment today. This is my last day before I go back to work, and I kind of decided I wanted to come over here and remove everything from the walls. That includes mostly it's the cat shelves in the cat room, but I also have to remove the brackets for the smoke detectors that I installed. And basically I just want to kind of pull all the nails out and patch all the holes and get everything ready to go, because I still got to get through here and clean up, and I think that'll be on a separate day, but I wanted to at least get that one thing done, because at very least I'll have those shelf brackets that I can use. I'm going to need a lot of those at some point, so let's get going on this. Yeah, I ended up having to go back home again because I actually didn't have the right tools for this. These are the brackets for the cat shelves, and honestly I thought I had just gone with Phillips head screws, but I had these hex head screws. Now I did bring a socket set with me, but my socket set that I brought doesn't go that small, and so all I had was a crescent wrench, and I wasn't going to try and unscrew these with a crescent wrench, so I went home and got another socket set. These will come off easy now. Yeah, that was much easier with the right tools. I have now succeeded in getting all the screws out, so all I got to do now is just patch up these holes, and that shouldn't be too hard. Then all they have to do when it comes time to get this place overhauled for the next client is all they got to do is just slap over the top of it with some paint, and they are good to go. That's where the smoke detector used to be in here. Yeah, we're kind of looking at the cat room right now in case you didn't figure that out. This is where all the shelves were. Got to plug that hole there. That was the smoke detector at the top of the stairs. Oh, I haven't actually pulled these screws out yet here, so I guess I better do that too before I start talking about patching holes, huh? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that really kind of gives me the creeps about this place. Glad I'm out of here. Alright, so I've been around this whole place. I've patched every hole I could find in the walls here. I even patched some I didn't make. So, you know, I had a little extra compound, so I just said, what the heck, yeah, those are the hooks that used to hold the Christmas lights that I had behind me as the backdrop on the live streams. And that used to be where the thermometer was, and I had some posters hanging here. A couple things that were over here. I made that little one down there when I attached the cable TV the first time. A couple of holes here, a couple of holes here. Then we run up the stairs. We had these here. I had my Winchester Mystery House metal plate there. I don't know what the source of that hole. That may have been me moving something in or moving something out, but just for fun I patched that. Spot up here where the smoke detector was, the spot in here where the smoke detector was. I didn't actually hang a bunch of things up in the master bedroom, so. And I didn't touch that either. That's caulking compound. We made jokes about that a year ago, and I ain't gonna touch that. And that's at least the right material. They just did a really horrible job on it. I ain't gonna touch that either. But then we get into the cat room, the former cat room, and that's all the holes from the shelves. The hole over here where the smoke detector was. So I think the next step now is I just got to go through here with a sponge and just kind of wash off all this. Yeah, so I just kind of go over it with a damp sponge. That wipes off most of the stuff that was on just the walls, because most of the reason that stands out is just because you got the drywall compound all over the place here while you were kind of trying to push it into the hole. See, that was a little bigger hole that got left there. Looks like I probably used a drywall anchor on that. That was where the "that's not how it's done" sign was. You can see there's the other drywall anchor right there. But see, now that's nice and smooth, so when they go over that and cover it up with paint, you'll never even know that was there. Alright, so got all the excess drywall compound off the walls. I think it looks like it's pretty good right now. It's ready to be painted. Just got to go over it now, hit some of the light spots here. Little or no evidence that anything happened, but you're going to see that hit that with a paintbrush and it'll be just as good as new. That one looks like that'll patch up pretty well. Up here top of the stairs, we got the, once again, the patched holes from the smoke detectors. Everything looks good in here. They'll probably want to wipe that wall off a little bit more here, but that's okay, you know, that's something that they'll probably do. I also kind of ran through here with a broom. You know, once I got everything out of here, there was a lot of like cat hair and stuff like that accumulated under the couch and underneath things. So I still got to make one more trip back here in order to do kind of the floors and just kind of a final cleanup. But I think I am just about out of here. I'm going to bring pretty much the last of everything that is here. I've decided I don't have any place for a shower curtain that looks like that, so I'm going to leave that one here. I also decided that I don't have any place that looks good with a shower curtain that's in here in the guest bedroom or in the guest bathroom, so I'm going to leave that one also. Other than that, everything is out of here. So the only thing to get out of here now is me. So let's get out of here. Now I'm leaving a few cleaning supplies around here so that when I come back here and probably next week sometime, I'll have something to do the work with. But other than that, everything is out of this place. So I don't know if I told you this story before, but if I did, you're going to hear it again. There was a little bit of a glitch involving the movers on moving day into this place. As you recall, I had an apartment and 2 storage lockers to move. Well, the moving company thought, okay, we'll bring 2 vehicles over and we ought to be able to get everything into those 2 vehicles. Well, it turns out there was a little bit more in the storage lockers, I think, than they anticipated. They managed to get all of the apartment and all of the big storage locker packed up and about half of the second storage locker, which was about half the size of the first one. And so they said, okay, well, we're just going to make 2 trips of it. So they made, 1 trip over to the house, unloaded, I think, the trailer first, and then sent the trailer back to get the remainder of the stuff that was in the second storage locker. Well, they took the key to the storage locker and forgot to return it to me. And that created a little bit of a problem because I have to give a 2-week notice with the locker company when I vacate. And so the longer I have to wait between when I vacate and when I can actually clean out the locker and return it to them, I don't want that to be any more time than it had to be. Well, I contacted the moving company and they asked around, couldn't initially figure it out where the key might have gone, but then they asked me specifically when it was that it happened during the move and if I give him any details. And the next day he sent me a photograph of a key and asked, is this it? And I said, yep, that's the one. And I asked him to mail it to me. So that key arrived in the mail today, and I went over and cleared out the second storage locker. Basically, I just had to clean it out. There was nothing in it except just whatever trash was in there. So I just kind of gave it a good blowout with the leaf blower, kind of cleaned it all out, and I am out of the lockers now. So that's one less expense on my life. I think I probably have to pay a little bit more this month for the lockers because I had the locker for part of a month. But once that's over, we're done with it. So that's a good thing. Now, I do want to give a shout out to the company. It was Aaron's Storage. I guess they've got a chain around in Waco here because I've seen that they got like at least 3 different locations. They did a really good job. I was really pleased with the facilities. It was easy getting in and out. The process, everything worked well. I was really happy with the service I got. It was definitely a better option than spending 3 to 4 times as much for those stupid pods and having to drive to Temple every time I needed it. So we got that all cleaned out and we're done with the lockers. So I think I'm going to run over and see if I can get my stitches out. So I just got out of the doctor's office from having the doctor look at my stitches. We were going to try and have him taken them out, but the doctor looked at it and he thinks he wants me to leave them in for another few days just to give it as much chance as possible to heal. It's right on the knuckle, and so what ends up happening is every time I flex my thumb, it kind of opens up a little bit. And like I said, the doctor just wants to have a little bit more time to close up and get fully healed. I guess I'm probably going to have a scar there, but I guess I kind of knew that was coming. So anyway, I think that's really all that I have for today. I'm going to go home, just kind of relax for the rest of the day so I can go to bed early and get up and start another week tomorrow. This is a short week, so that's a good thing. So that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.